On the 26th of June 2015, the Buffalo Sabres could change the face of their franchise for the next 15 years. Even though they missed out on Connor McDavid and the first overall pick, they now have the opportunity to draft Jack Eichel as the new face of the franchise. And so they did.
Buffalo selects Jack Eichel.
With a young star joining their team, the future of the Sabres was brighter than ever. I mean, just listen to the guy. He knows he has something special.
Maybe we won the lottery.
I think you did.
Yeah, he just said that he thinks the Sabres won the lottery. I gotta say, that's a lot of confidence for an 18-year-old, especially when Connor McDavid was drafted one spot ahead of you. But hey, the kid might be right. He made a direct impact on the team. In his first NHL game, he scored his first NHL goal past Senators goalie Craig Anderson. The future was looking great. After his first season in the NHL, Eichel scored 24 goals and got 32 assists for 56 points in 81 games. As a rookie, that's pretty decent. He followed that with a couple of good seasons that ended early due to injuries. On the 3rd of October 2017, he signed his massive 8 years, $10 million per year extension as a 20-year-old. The Sabres had a clear idea in mind. They were going to build around Eichel. This is why he was named the captain of this team 1 year later. Everything should have worked. However, there was one huge problem. The Sabres were bad. In fact, they finished in the bottom 10 of the league every single year. And mix that with a misunderstanding between the team and Eichel on a neck injury he suffered, it turned to disaster.
I went to the team and just said I didn't. I wasn't really happy with the idea of that, and that if that's the route they wanted to take, that maybe it would be better to move me and use me as sort of a jump start and get some picks, prospects, whatever you want to say.
And then it happened.
It's the blockbuster trade we've been waiting for. Jack Eichel is going to the Vegas Golden Knights.
On the 5th of November 2021, Jack Eichel was sent to the Golden Knights with a 3rd round pick in exchange of Peyton Krebs, Alex Tuch, a 1st and a 2nd round pick. This was a blockbuster deal. Hear me out. This trade could change Eichel's career for the better as he joins a contending team. On the other side, the Buffalo Sabres get important pieces for their next rebuild. Of course, there's a major risk with this deal as Eichel needs to have an artificial disc replacement surgery in order to play. This means he's at least out for 5 months and we don't know if he'll come back the same. With the Golden Knights, he had a solid year considering the fact he came back from a major surgery. In 34 games, he managed to get 25 points. He even got the chance to come back to Buffalo. And let's say he didn't really enjoy that one. He went scoreless in a 3-1 loss against his former team. Peyton Krebs and Alex Tuch both scored a goal and Eichel was booed by the fans. This was too much for Eichel.
That's about the loudest I've heard this place ever. Really, after it only took 7 years and me leaving for them to get into the game. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure there was mixed. It was a nice tribute, and there was plenty of people here that were supporting me, and there was plenty of people here that were booing me. So they must just be booing me because they wish I was still here. I don't know.
If you think this is bad, what if I tell you that the Golden Knights missed the playoff for the first time in franchise history? Eichel was now known as a curse. However, the 2022-23 season was different. In 67 games, Eichel scored 27 goals and got 39 assists for 66 points. But his biggest success is the fact he has the chance to play in the playoffs for the first time in his 8-year career. I also should mention, when he came back to Buffalo 1 year after being held off the score sheet, he managed to complete a hat-trick in front of his old fans. He's truly become the villain, and he'll carry this energy throughout the playoffs. During those playoffs, he made them count. After beating the Winnipeg Jets in 5 games in the first round, he was set to face Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers in the 2nd round. 6 games later, Eichel was off to the conference finals against the Dallas Stars. The Golden Knights won in 6 games and managed to go back to the Stanley Cup Finals for the 2nd time in franchise history. Sure, Eichel got bodied by Matthew Tkachuk. However, he was fantastic during those playoffs, both offensively and defensively. In 22 games, Eichel hit the jackpot and scored 26 points to help the Golden Knights lift their first ever Stanley Cup. Jack Eichel is a Stanley Cup champ, baby.
He's a Stanley Cup champion. Well, we can say now that we put through a Stanley Cup champion through our hockey schools, right? But you know what? People in this game are so wonderful. He's a great example. He worked his tail off. He didn't give up. He was the 5th goal